So I do think gold and silver now are starting to top out.
What you're about to see is a video snippet from inside the boiler room. Every single morning before the open of the US stock markets, I analyze dozens of stocks and then decide on the trades that we're going to look at for that day with dozens of traders. We all get together, execute trades, chat some, and make some money together on a Zoom conference call. Go to thepatterntrader.com/club to find out more.
Things that I also look at is the IGV. And again, the IGV tells you that, we're at a very kind of dangerous area. Now, I shorted the IGV on Monday. You see these two bars where it looks just like this, Friday, and then Monday, whatever. You have these two bars that close right on the highs, right here. But it's where they closed. You can see that this was a huge area of resistance. So these two bars close like this, and then, like the S&P, like the Qs, we just open lower. I had a gut instinct that we're going to fail. And I started loading up on puts on Monday and made some money. But now it's very, very tricky. You've got some resistance there and you've got support here. So it's now a coin flip. So when I could get in here and buy options for whatever it was, and now they've doubled, that's the play. Now there's no play. It's just a random thing where on one hand, you still have this looming bottom. So there could be still a trap here where you go lower today, then all of a sudden it catches a bid and then, we could be up and away. Or this thing just starts failing and, we go that way. But you can see that this is just treacherous right now. We've hit upper end resistance, we got support, and we're basically right in the middle. And there's no bar, there's nothing to tell me where I can create a risk reward scenario. And so there are times to trade, and then there are times to back off, where now the markets are just vacillating and oscillating in a very small thing. And this is where you drive yourself crazy, and it's a random thing. You think, well, I'm just not a good trader because I can't figure this out. Well, the market can't figure it out either. It's just that the market has to just go through these phases in order to give you some kind of hint now where this is going to go from here. If we end up the day like this, you can then go long and look for that. But frankly, this is also failing. This is a long-term downtrend line. And, look at this. So on Monday, when you close at the high, you also close right at this intersect. And it's no mystery that the markets, when they hit these intersects, they react. This is a downtrend. This is a bear market rally in a downtrend. And so this is what I suspect. We're now in December. We could just kind of vacillate through here. And then I think we're going to go back into the trend. But again, what I'm trying to say is that there are certain times where, you can go for it. It's like I went for it here, double my money. And now, okay, if I got to sit out for the next couple of days and, let this thing figure itself out. So I do think gold and silver now are starting to top out. If this thing doesn't go down, if it keeps on kind of not going down, then, this becomes kind of a busted thing and, we keep going up. But for right now, I would be very observant of this. So it's very possible that we come back here and explore up here. And then fail. Now we have a Fed meeting next Wednesday. They've already said they're going to hike 50 points, but these are important times. So you can see that again, when you get to certain areas, and I said, this thing could rally, but I would look out at the 1800 level. Why? Because this is where all the supply is. So now the question is, how do you, handle this? Whenever you get to an inflection point, by definition, can only do one thing. It can start testing this thing, and the more it doesn't go down, the more likelihood it's going to break through this glass ceiling, or this could be it. I'm kind of in the camp of, this way, but it could go either way right now. And the more it just kind of coils and does these inside bar days, what you could do is just not drive yourself crazy. Just put a sell stop underneath these lows. And if the market keeps going up, you're not taken out. And then, if one day, the market goes higher and then cracks through here, you could be put into a good trade. But again, it's just understanding this is at a very key level, and now we're trying to determine which pattern is going to rule the roost here. We have a double top here, and we kind of have a triple bottom down here. So, and we're square in the middle of both of them. So it's a tug of war. So now the question is, if this keeps retesting 1800, then I think we're looking at something like that. And if we fail here, so the great thing is, I think we're close to a great opportunity. Which way it's going to go, we'll just have, the market needs to tell us. And this is where you can kick back and wait till closer to next Wednesday, where the market starts giving us more and more information. So this is the weekly bar, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we close on Friday. Do we close closer to the low or closer to the high? And that's going to tell me a hell of a lot. Is this a resistance level, or are we just consolidating to go higher? So it's a bit of a pick-em-in here. And this is just, again, a giant area on the chart where there is a lot of supply. You connect all of these areas here, and every time it gets here, there's sellers. So there are sometimes more important than other times on the chart, and this is just critical. This is critical. This is going to tell us very soon whether we're looking at that or that. Either way, there's going to be an opportunity. Frankly, it's harder for me to see prices kind of go down against this than to go up.
Hey, if you would like to trade alongside me every day and join our most prestigious program, then head over to thepatterntrader.com/club for more information.